Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 things that I hate about the Mark IV Golf, in particular my Mark IV Golf. I'm not going to be going over things like, because I've seen other videos like this, where they're like, oh, it's not very fast and stuff like that. Well, so you've bought a 1.4 Golf, it's not going to be. I may as well say I don't like the fact that it's black. I've bought it black. You've bought a 1.4 litre very heavy car. Spoiler alert, that's one of the 5. But you should know better. You should know what to expect. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's just get right into it and let's... Why can't I speak today? This is winding me up already. Okay. Why am I here? Let's start that again. Number 1 is the gunky, if that's a word, plastic, which is on the door handles. This is on the inside, obviously, and the center console and the glove compartment. That's the word. It's just like a weird, bitty, rubbery type of plastic. As you can see, I've wrapped the center console parts, because it's just does made in, and it's just peels. It's an old car, 2003, so I'm not the first owner, but you can see all the wear and tear on it completely. Like if it was made out of the same stuff as the dash, it would just look spotless. Bad move. Still on the interior, the radio numbers fall off, like they're not secured in space. Secured in their space. They're not secured in space either, but they're not secured, like, let me see if I can get one off now. Right, that didn't take much, and it's just this little, can you see that? Focus, focus, focus. 1. Right, that's basically it. I didn't really need to show you that. But the buttons keep falling off, so if I go over a bump, they'll fall out. And I've got to concentrate trying to drive and put them back in, because you can get them in upside down, but once they're in upside down they don't work. So you're like sort of struggling trying to look down while driving, and it's not really safe, is it? Yeah, I could stop, but I don't want to. Am I on number 3? Number 3. This here, you can't see it, but it's a little sun visor, I think, if you can call it that. But it is tiny.
That's what she said.
That's it, I've pulled it down, you can't see it still. Right, you'll see it now, because I'm editing it so you can. But there's someone walking past and I don't want to talk. This sun visor piece here, it's tiny, it's beige. It is about the size of, it's 2 fingers like that. That is it. And it comes down from the roof to protect your eyes from the sun, which it doesn't do, like these massive things here do. So you can see that, and that's on this side. But you know how big they are normally. There's a tiny thing in the middle, and it just doesn't help at all with anything whatsoever. I don't know why it's there. It's just something that annoys me, because someone thought that, someone planned that. It's not there by accident. I mean, whoever thought of this, I mean, wow. What is the point? Maybe I'm wrong. If someone can say what it is, it's gotta be a sun visor, surely. Well, not surely, because it doesn't do its job, but I don't know what else it could be. No, I thought I discovered something then, but no. If someone knows what it is, if it's not a sun visor, please tell me, because I'm struggling. For number 4, we have that the car is very, very heavy. And I know at the beginning I said I'm not going to be saying things which I should already know about. I'm not going to be saying stuff like it's not very fast, because I bought a 1.4 Golf. I should know that. That's my fault. I can't buy it and complain. Just the same way I can't buy a black car and then complain saying I don't like black cars. I do that though. They're a nightmare to keep clean. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's very heavy. However, let me read to you some things that I've written down. They are related, it's not just random. Let me read sort of comparison cars so you can see how heavy this is for, I don't know, no apparent reason. There must be a reason, but... Right, this car, Mark 4 Golf Match 1.4. It is 1,266 kilograms. The new Mark 5 1.4 Golf is 1,155 kilograms, so that's 100 kilograms less. The Fiesta Mark 6 is approximately 1,100 depending on what variant you go for. Corsa C is 935 kilograms. Corsa D is 1,080 kilograms. And the MG ZR is 1,135 kilograms. And they're just cars that I would compare this to. They're sort of in the same sort of class, same sort of price range. Not the Corsa D. The Corsa D I put in there, and the Mark 5 Golf to show sort of like a newer equivalent. You know, because you see sort of these cars at car meets and things like that. You always see Corsas and Fiestas and things like that. But this is the heaviest by quite a lot. And I don't know why. It's 75 horsepower. And it weighs that much. I'm not complaining about the weight. I am complaining about the weight, actually. Because I don't know why it's so heavy. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'm not complaining that it's a heavy car because I should know that it's a heavy car, and I do know that it's a heavy car, but it's heavy compared to everything else similar, if you get me. It's a heavy car, it doesn't handle very well because it's heavy. It accelerates at a very slow rate because it's heavy. A lot of downsides, which I'm not complaining about the downsides because I already know that, if you know what I mean. The downsides are because of the heaviness, so why is it so heavy when it's compared to everything else? It's still very heavy and it shouldn't be. Let's just move on. Number 5 is, again, something that I did know about before I bought it, but it's one of them things where I don't know. I'm still not sure on it. Every car has a face. The headlights are the eyes, the grille is the mouth, whatever. And that face determines how people react to the car. Like the MX5 has a face and it can wink at you, and it's a cool face. This, I would say, it's good. No, it's not. I've changed my mind. This is the thing. I can't pinpoint if I like it or not. Some ways I look at it and I think that looks good. It looks good. It has a bit of a European look to it as well, I think. However, a lot of the time, the word gormless comes to mind. It has a gormless face. It's just something about it which I can't place. That rhymed. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it looks bad. And it's making me unsure. And when you look at the Mark 1, 2 and 3 Golf, the faces on them are kinda, they're not mean, they're like, they suit the car. And when you go to the Mark 5 and up, they look mean, they've gone for a meaner look. And this, I feel like it's stuck in between, like it can't make up its mind what it wanted to be. So it's gone for sort of like a cute, happy look. Reliable, trustworthy, welcoming. Like a car that you'd see on an insurance advert. It's got that face. A young person insurance vibe. It's not an intimidating car. However, in a different light, it looks like it tried to be mean. Sort of. I really hope you can understand what I'm trying to say, because if not, this is just rambling on. But that's what I do best. It looked like it tried to be mean, but it wasn't. It's not quite got the edge of the models above. It's an in-between, and that's why I can't invest thinking it's that or it's that. It's tried to have two characters and it ended up with none. It's got no character because of that. I hope that makes sense. It's sort of like, you know when people name their cars, like they name them something cool, like if it's like a VW Lupo they call it like Peppy or something like that, or if it's like a Dodge Charger they would call it Brutus or something mental. You know what I mean? It fits the character of the car. That's what I'm trying to get across. I don't know anyone who's named their Dodge Charger Brutus. And I think this really drives the point home. This makes it all make sense to me, and I hope it does for you. If you look at the face of this car, the name that it suits is Barry. I don't think you can argue with that either. I look at that and I think, Barry. He's a plasterer. He's reliable, but that's it. There's not much else going on. He's a good he's an alright plasterer. He's not the best, but he's okay. He's good at what he does. And then he enjoys going to the pub, and that's him done. He's sorted. This is a Barry. It's reliable, it's good, it's not the best. It does its thing, and that's it. That's what the face says. And I think that is reflected in the car. That's number 5 thing I hate. I'm driving around in a Barry, a Volkswagen Barry. I'm driving around in a plasterer, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. He does his bit, he enjoys what he does. He's an alright plasterer. I'm only after an alright plasterer, and I've got one. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that's what I mean about the face, okay? I'm gonna end that there because otherwise I can go on about this for ages. I'm driving a Barry. I think that tops it up, what am I trying to say? I think that tops it up for I think that tops it off for the top 5. Top 5? That's not what I'm saying. The 5. I think that tops it off for the 5 things that I hate about the Volkswagen Golf Mark IV. Videos every Wednesday. That's what I'm planning, so subscribe and stay tuned for that because I've got some good things planned and I hope you'll like them. Thanks for watching this video anyway. If you did like it, please subscribe and leave a like. Thanks very much. See you next time.